This one is a classic by Langston Hughes. It's again it's a little overwrought, but it's a good one. That so some things so people talk about John Peterson. Again, criticized for many things, and rightfully so for many things. He's pushing IQ as sort of this end all be all, and he's right. There are benefits to IQ, but again, he should know better because he pushes character as well. Really, right? So as he's a complicated man. Well, actually, false. He's a complex man, and the thing with somebody who's complex like that, they're gonna contradict themselves. And I know he spoke to Monsanto, and sort of he got kind of railed for that, and I kind of get it. He sort of had issues with like using medication instead of like getting having a problem with that. And, he kind of got criticized for that, and that was maybe a bit unfair. But it's hard to decipher, right? But anyways, so when something is overwrought, that means there's something to be said for it, right? That means that if it's overwrought, that means we don't quite we think we understand, we know it's useful, but I don't think we understand it. If you understand something, I think we just kind of stop talking about it. We just kind of do it, right? It gets instantiated into the law, and we're like, okay, yeah, it is what it is, right? And then when someone breaks the rule, we're like, motherfucker, aren't you paying attention? Don't you know? This is the hypothesis. I think maybe John Mark said this, but the hypothesis here is that when we keep repeating something, I think that means we don't quite understand it yet, or because again we can't, or we're trying to figure out how to break it down for them. We can't. So a classic one is the Om, right? So the Buddhist Om, right? It's something that it's hard to decipher. It's really hard to understand, right? But there's more to it, right? And so we're working on it, right? But it's like, well, you know when you know it, right? Anyways, this is Dream Deferred by Langston Hughes. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? That was a dream deferred by Langston Hughes, and it's a very poignant one, right? It's really for this time of my life. Well, actually, for every time in my life. My life is, as I was telling that, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. As I was have said, it's I dream of everything, and someone like me with resources will have so much fun that like you would have to stop me from having so much fun. And by fun, I mean like working. I don't, and that's why I don't know. That's why life for me is very complicated, because uh, I don't know. Any work for me can be sort of made fun, right? Uh, except like super tedious stuff. Yeah. Even the tedious stuff, I'll find a way to make it fun. Sort of like my curse, so that I can accept almost anything, given that the fact that, well, I enjoy almost everything, right? It's like given that, given that, right? My life sort of is kind of a once in a lifetime kind of life. Okay, so yeah, to wrap, I thought I told my mom I'm a once in a lifetime genius. Maybe I'm not. I think I'm a once in a lifetime person. Like I've come to be myself, right? And that's the job of a lifetime. And I reached it at what, 28? Hell yeah, good enough.